Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, Shedheads. Welcome back. It's the Equipment Shed podcast here with you. I hope y'all all had a great holiday and a happy new year. This is the beginning of a new venture for us. I mean, I see y'all can see that a couple of things are a little different, but it's just the way things are going to go right now. It's don't worry, Tim and Spencer are still completely on here. They are definite foundation of this, but we needed a little help in the times that they can't be here. And well, today here we got for you my cousin Andrew.
Hey, how y'all doing? I would actually filled in a couple times, so it feels good to actually be a part of it full time. I appreciate that. Nick letting me be a part of this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And to my right, y'all's left, my boy Daniel Plata.
Yes, sir. First time here. I'm excited. Been watching the episodes since they've been coming out, so excited to be a part of it.
Yes, and this is the brother of the guy who has helped us build what we have. So it's great to have a pretty nice circle of people that we can bring on here because this is a thing that we want to do. We want to even if you guys want to have a chance to be on here. Hey, if y'all want to get a chance, just let us know. But this is the kind of thing we want to do. This is sports. This is why we do this for the love of it.
Yes,
Sure.
For
sir.
the love of it,
It's Mamba,
baby.
Mamba mentality going into
Damn
2024.
right. Hey,
Let's go.
2024
Let's
Mamba
go.
mentality
It's the
all
perfect time
year.
to get it going again.
Yes,
Beginning
yes.
of
So
January. Let's go.
so this is how it's gonna be. I mean, we'll roll with how it goes and we'll see how everything goes. But hey, this is gonna be a very fun adventure. I'm gonna tell you that. So stick around with us, y'all. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment. But today we're gonna jump in and let's talk about the NFL right now because
Yeah.
where we left off in our last episode, if you guys have been watching, it's been a while. So we are now
Yeah.
into the Super Wild Card Weekend, and there have been a couple of teams that have. I don't know if I can say surprised us. Can you say
Yeah,
surprised
I
us?
would say.
Can you
With
say
a lot
surprised
of,
us?
with a lot of the quarterback injuries.
Yes,
it's
yes.
Been, yeah.
So it looks a little weird, but let's see. Daniel, can you pull that up for us?
Yes, sir. There's one team that is not like the others, and I think we all know
Yes, yes.
which one that one is.
So we all know that San Francisco, they got the number one seed, they got the bye, and along with Baltimore, who just dominated the AFC.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, I can take it easy this week. I can take it easy this week as a Ravens fan.
You can sit back, kick your feet up, eat some wings.
Yes, sir.
So, but what the first game tonight we have, or I guess yeah, it would be tonight. So y'all would be seeing this a day late. We have who is it?
We got,
Uh,
Texans.
yeah, the
Texans,
Texans in Cleveland. The Cleveland coming to be in the number 5 seed, and somehow, some way, the Houston Texans pushing and becoming the number 4
and
seed.
winning the AFC South. We did not expect that. It's not something we expected. What y'all thinking about this game?
I honestly think that I think I I think Flacco can pull this one out his ass because it looks like it's remnants of his old Ravens team with
Yeah,
the defense as good as it
I've been
is.
talking about that.
So I definitely think Flacco could pull something out his ass because this was a team that was built for it. They just needed somebody to get it there.
That's for sure. Yeah, that's true. And like we said, Flacco came in to do like what week 10, about 12, 13, and turned that team around. I mean, they were obviously solid with the defense that they had, but obviously with Deshaun Watson being hurt and him not playing up to his contract that he got, yeah, Flacco was doing it with the team that Watson was supposed to be doing it with.
And let's be honest, C.J. Stroud's inexperience in the playoffs
Is the only thing that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Flacco's
Yeah.
experience is, he won the Super Bowl, so I think that's going to be a huge difference maker right there. Just
I think what will help Stroud though is that it will be a home game. You got to remember, this
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
they
home.
do
It's a
get to
home
host the
game,
because they won the division.
So-
that does help. That
and
does
and
help.
and Houston has already been showing out for him anyway. So I mean, it could make him a little bit more comfortable than you would think.
Yeah.
But that defense is just too nasty. It don't matter if they play at home or away. They come to
Yeah.
play. They come to
If you
play.
actually think about it, he actually gets to play in an indoor stadium. He doesn't have to go to Cleveland where it's real cold
Yeah.
and it's snowing.
Yeah.
So that helps too.
So who's y'all's pick?
I got Cleveland, baby.
I got Cleveland
I got
winning
Cleveland.
that game.
I just trust in that defense. Defense going into the playoffs and as well as they've been playing. I think they're also getting a couple players off of injured reserve. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. I think that's what will push them far enough to make a run. This technically in a sense should be an easy game for them because in a sense, you could say Houston is a fraud for being in there, but Houston has been playing above their caliber all fucking year.
And you
Yeah.
could definitely say that Houston would have won. When I was looking at it, when the games that Stroud missed, they could have
had a real good chance at winning those games.
They actually played Cleveland a couple weeks ago, and Stroud didn't play. And
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously Cleveland
And
won,
yeah.
but it could have been different. It could have been so. This is the
And
game
and
that
once
we-
again
yeah.
too though, that was also without Flacco there as well. So you don't even
that's
know what
right,
that
yeah.
offense looked
Actually,
like
you
either.
said Flacco was there.
Was he there
That was
already
when
playing?
When Amari had like 250
Okay,
yards.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flacco was
yeah.
Okay,
there.
never
Yeah,
mind.
like 2 weeks ago.
Never
He was
mind.
there.
Yeah.
So the only outlier was
Yeah,
was,
okay.
CJ Stroud not being there.
That makes sense. And CJ Stroud could have willed something for that team
That's
because you
true.
still would have had Dell. He was still healthy at that point, right? Because he didn't get hurt until
No,
like-
he was already hurt.
was
by
he
then.
hurt then?
was hurt by
Okay.
then. He was hurt
Okay.
by then.
But Nico Collins would have came back.
Yeah, I think Nico was there. I think because I think
Okay.
he did catch a touchdown.
Okay.
that game.
And Noah Brown's been playing above his
Yeah.
caliber as well.
That is true.
Even when they were out, he stepped up and became he was catching enough
Yeah.
balls to make them relevant.
So-
And look where it got him.
So what's the scenario if Houston was to win?
Houston would play.
Who would they play next?
So it depends. So you've got Houston. If they win, they're the number 4 seed. They would play. It depends, man. If Miami wins, they're the number 6 seed. They would play Baltimore. If Steelers win, they're the number 7 seed. They go play Baltimore.
Okay.
Okay.
So it just depends on the lowest seed to win.
Yeah. But
the-
Cleveland most likely will be
Yeah.
playing Baltimore if they win. 'cause
Yes.
they're the 5th seed, right?
Cleveland, yes, they're the
Yeah.
number
So they're
5 seed.
going to be playing. Yeah.
Unless Miami beats
Unless-
Kansas City.
Which is we'll get into that in
Yeah.
a second. Yeah, we'll get into that one in a second.
Yeah.
Well, what's the next game? Well,
Actually, actually, the next game.
this next game is
Yeah.
moved. So yeah, we can actually talk about it.
Yeah.
Good segue. Good segue.
Good segue, yeah. So you're talking about the Miami?
Yeah, was it Miami and Kansas City? In
Yeah.
Kansas City, I still don't get how they fucking ended up with a fucking playoff game
Well,
at home.
I think a lot of they won the division, so
Yeah, they did.
Denver kind
God.
of fell off.
Yeah.
They actually had a chance. And
No,
Oakland- or-
Sean Payton said, "I don't want you on
Las
my team."
Vegas, yeah, Las Vegas didn't start picking it up until
Yeah,
after
the
they
end.
fired their coach.
And the Chargers are ass.
So
yeah.
yeah,
This
Herbert
season,
got hurt,
this season
so-
definitely hurt for y'all.
Yeah, no. It's not
This looks like the same old, same old.
we'll see. Hopefully Harbaugh comes and saves us.
that's
yeah.
something I want to get into.
Yeah.
I wanna get
Yeah,
into
for
that.
sure.
We'll jump into that.
So the Chiefs are the number 3 seed, and the Miami Dolphins are the number 6
Six
seed.
seed, yeah, because they fucking lost to the damn Bills.
To
at
the
home.
Bills.
How?
It's
How?
tough.
Yeah, that was a tough game. That was
Man,
a tough game to lose.
Shouldn't have been at home.
No.
Yeah.
no.
You would have thought.
Think they'd have been a little better playing in South Beach.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Definitely. And they would have had the Steelers, so they would
Yep.
have had
Yeah.
probably the worst team in the playoffs.
Yep.
That they would have
Yeah,
played.
the worst team.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, at home. Yeah.
At home.
So that's tough.
Fuck you, Dolphins.
So
Y'all gonna get that ass beat by Kansas City.
yeah, I think
I
they-
just
yeah.
I just think Patrick Mahomes has played in it enough. He knows what to expect, and he's going to be able to have his magic on this game to be able to do something to win it. Despite his fucking terrible ass wide receivers
Yeah.
dropping the ball.
Kadarius Tony. Is
Yeah.
it still Kadarius Tony?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude doesn't
Trash.
need to play. He does not need to play.
I think the weather's going to be a big part of that as well. that
It will be.
game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
1000%.
it's supposed to be like -14.
Bro,
Negative,
it was like
20-degree
20
wind
At
chill.
one point, it was supposed to be like zero.
Zero, yeah.
Zero. Absolute zero.
I think the Dolphins are 0-10 in games where it's like the weather's like that. So
yeah,
so it's not
makes
looking
sense.
good.
They also only
Makes
have
sense.
one win over teams that are over 500.
Yeah, and that was a big thing that
That was
the
I talking
Cowboys?
about. I was
One in
The
1-4
Yeah.
against teams with a winning record.
The
They're 1-4.
Cowboys.
Yeah, and it was the Cowboys.
That's fucking crazy. Them
Yeah.
assholes. You pieces of shit.
Yeah, I think Kansas
So,
City.
yeah, I got
CD's still
Cowboys,
better
yeah.
than Tyreek.
Ooh,
This year.
ooh, that's a hot take. Hot take.
I'll
That's
take
a
it.
good debate though.
I'll
That's
take
a
it.
good
It
debate.
is.
That's
Take
something
it.
that we might need to talk about at the end of the
Yeah.
I
season
think
too.
1 and 2 right there, and you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
interchange either one.
Either
of them.
one,
we
it
have to
don't
keep
matter.
that in mind. I want to talk. We can talk about that later when the season's over.
Yeah.
That's a good debate.
Well, what's the next game? Well, we got then next game will be Sunday, right? Will be Sunday. Well, it was supposed to be at 12, right?
Yeah, the Bills.
The Bills and Steelers.
Yeah.
Yep. So
That was
Yeah.
supposed to be a 12 o'clock game.
that's no longer going to be a fucking thing. So that's going to be moved to Monday.
Yeah,
Yep.
Monday at 3:30.
Monday at 3:30. Got be prepared for that, everybody. It's well, hopefully we'll know what fucking streaming service we could watch it on.
I know.
Fucking
I know.
assholes.
Oh yeah, just by the way, y'all better get Peacock because
Yeah,
you can't
it's
watch the
gonna
Kansas
be-
City game
yep.
unless you have Peacock,
Yep.
which is crazy.
$5.99 a month.
So be prepared for that.
So yeah, Pittsburgh's the number 7 seed, and you got Buffalo the number 2 seed.
Yeah. Buffalo's gonna
Okay.
run over them.
I hope so.
Unless
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin pulls some magic out his ass and
Yeah.
he get out there and strap the helmet on and get out there and throw a couple
Yeah.
passes. That might be
Yeah.
the only thing that can save him.
Yeah,
But
got
yeah.
yeah.
And without
got
TJ,
Bills.
you said TJ Watt wasn't gonna be there either.
TJ
he's
Watt's
out.
not gonna be
Yeah,
there.
I
Yeah,
just
they,
that defense without him is not the same.
They're gonna
They're still
run the
they're
ball.
still
Yeah.
good. They're still good, but with TJ Watt, they're a different animal.
yeah.
Yeah, Cook is gonna have a game that game. I think.
You
Yeah,
think so?
Cook
Yeah.
could really
Running to his side, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
they are
yeah.
gonna just run.
They won't
Yep.
even. You think they won't have to really lean on Josh Allen that much? I
No.
don't. I mean, that's
I don't
it's
think
kind of
so.
how it's been since the Bills have been on this winning streak.
Yeah.
They haven't really
Relied on
leaned
Josh Allen to do
that
anything.
much in a few of the games.
And in the
mean-
times they do, he throws interceptions.
Yeah, he does throw one interception again. He does
At least.
throw one.
At least.
He does.
Look what happened
If
during
not
the
a fumble.
Cowboys game.
Yeah,
Look
Yeah.
at the Cowboys
Yeah.
game. They didn't rely on him really at all.
Nope.
yeah.
That
Didn't-
another
run,
game.
that
Bro,
run
he-
game was just.
I don't even think he threw over 100 yards or something like that. It was something
It was
crazy
only
like that.
94 yards. or
Yeah,
something like that.
threw a
So, yeah,
touchdown
so-
and
That run game was
15 passes on 13 completions. And yeah, he didn't have to do a
yeah, he
fucking
hasn't really
thing.
had done anything.
But I will say we did kind of get it figured out after that game. We haven't had since that game. All the other games combined with their running backs have ran the same amount that Cooks went for that one night.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I think I can live with that. I think Quinn probably got something figured out. And
He might be gone.
don't remind me, please. And as we're talking about the
Yeah.
Cowboys, we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and get into the
Let's
Cowboys.
get into it. Let's
We gonna
go.
get into the Cowboys.
This game has a lot. This probably has the most storylines.
Yep,
isn't
yep.
it? So we
And
gotta
thank
get
God
to
Tim ain't here so I can talk my shit.
that.
Yeah, talk my shit, Tim.
Catch the episode next week after
Yeah,
that game's
yeah,
over, man. When they
yeah.
both in, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, he can't defend
Hell
his team
yeah,
this time.
right?
Yeah. That's gonna be a good
I better
episode.
hope I win. Tim gonna make
Yeah.
sure to be here on that next episode.
Yes.
So yeah, Green Bay, the number 7 seed versus Dallas, number 2 seed.
And Green Bay was a surprise. Green Bay has started to play a little better and better.
Yes.
And weirdly enough, with the game we went to when, as you guys know, we went to a Green Bay game, and we'll fucking talk about that in a later episode.
Yeah.
But when we went out there and watched that game, bro, since they played the Rams, they've been playing a little better. They stumbled a couple of times, but
Mhm.
they seem to have gotten something figured out with that young core of players.
Yeah, they do. I know the receivers being hurt. The young receivers being hurt.
Slowed
like
it down.
Watson,
Yeah.
has been kind of slowing down the progress of Jordan Love, but I mean he's been picking it up.
Yeah, once they
Aaron
started
Jones,
coming back,
yeah, Aaron Jones was hurt.
Aaron
he just came
Jones
back.
Yeah.
getting
So-
healthy really helped
Yeah.
them.
So that's going to be huge for them. No,
Their defense
yeah.
been stepping up too.
yeah.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
had a decent secondary all season.
Yeah.
I think it's their front line that's been actually doing a little bit more for them, and they've
Yeah.
been getting a couple sacks here and there here lately compared to what they've been doing over the
For
season.
sure. sure.
but I don't see them
Yeah.
stopping the Cowboys.
No.
I don't see them stopping
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
No.
I'm sorry, Tim.
They
Shit,
have too many weapons on the offense.
We should go out here and run on them.
Yeah.
I
think
mean,
so, too.
I will say I think Green Bay will hold in there for a little bit, but I think once the dam breaks, it's gonna be a flood, and I
Yeah.
think that's what's going to end up happening. They're gonna be able to hold for as long as they can, and then it's just gonna go downhill from there.
Do you think they? Because last time I saw it was -7. Do you think that it's a competitive game where they at least, Green Bay at least
I
covers?
think it'll be like it'll be like 28-24
28,
Cowboys.
It'll be close.
Yeah, I think it'll
It'll be a little
touchdown for
be
sure.
a little closer, but I think they'll get those touchdowns too late to make it
Yeah,
a
that
problem
make it-
or
yeah, that
anything.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Cowboys
sense.
are gonna get ahead.
Yeah,
real
yeah,
early.
they're gonna have to go for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to get within that 4,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that's what's gonna end up turning is that they just
That
couldn't
makes
get the
sense.
ball.
So
back.
you got them
Yeah.
Cowboys dominating the whole game.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they
Then they
trying
just
to make a little comeback.
come
Okay.
back at the end and
Yeah, I can see that. Because I think the Cowboys front line is going to be too much
Yeah.
for Green Bay. I
Yeah.
know Green Bay has a tackle, I don't know how to say his name, that they paid a lot of money. It's like David Bacardi.
Bakhtiari.
Yeah.
Bakhtiari.
So yeah, I don't know if he's playing or.
I don't know. They said that there was a couple of them that probably
So, yeah, their
were a
front
little.
line is
That's
Looking
That's
I don't
yeah,
think it's
you
built
have to be
win a
you have
game
to be
against the
healthy.
Cowboys right now.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to be healthy at minimum just to have a
Yeah.
real good chance, and that's not good if you're not healthy. Because I
That's
even
true.
think that they said they had like a little stomach bug going around too, that wasn't.
Yeah.
And I mean,
the
playing
fact that-
playing like that, I mean, you can, but
And the fact they have to travel, and
Yeah.
you have the stomach bug,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
doesn't help either because you're not at home,
nope.
away from everybody if you're sick.
Yep.
So
So it'll be interesting to see.
yeah.
I love all the storylines coming with it. It's just a great playoff rivalry.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
Great
sure.
playoff rivalry.
last 10 games, Green Bay's up 9-1.
Should be 8-2. Des caught it.
Not according to the referee.
Yeah. They
No, it
changed-
was according to them.
After the
They
fact.
changed
After
it and
the
said
fact.
that
always
nigga
change the
caught
rules,
it.
Yeah.
So they fucked
did,
us.
yeah.
So it should be 8-2. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
claim
put,
it.
Yeah.
We'll put an asterisk.
We can claim it. Y'all
Yeah.
lost after that, so we can claim it.
Yeah, put an asterisk.
We'll
next to
just
that
say we
9-1.
lost
Yeah.
after it.
That makes sense.
I'll take it.
But yeah, that's
fuck.
that's a pretty crazy stat to
Oh
think
yeah.
about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As bad as the Packers have been since.
It was just, but my thing is, it was just Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers
I
just
think- yeah, I
had
think it
our
was just
number.
Aaron
I don't know
Rodgers.
what it was, but I mean, you get those teams that always have that. I mean, go back
The
and look.
anomaly,
I mean,
yeah.
shit. Look at what the Miami Dolphins always did to the Patriots. How many times have the Dolphins beaten the Patriots at some random ass moment in time? It's
Yeah.
always been a thing. So I mean, you do have those. I mean, look at what the fucking damn Cardinals did to everybody this year, bro.
The
Who the
NFC
fuck would
East.
who would
NFC
have thought
East.
fucking the Cardinals would do this? So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's weird, man. It's weird. You can never tell with NFL. Never.
True,
Yeah.
true. I think what's his name? Aaron Rodgers was the Cowboys' kryptonite.
Yes, 1,000%.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
1,000%.
It's like the defense secondary just fell apart in games,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and made Aaron Rodgers like
A hero.
MVP.
I need a hero.
And Aaron Rodgers can say he's the only quarterback to win a Super Bowl at AT&T.
Yep.
So there hasn't been one since then.
Nope.
Or, hosted. The Cowboys haven't hosted one since then.
Yeah.
So that's
Still haunting y'all till this day.
To this day.
yeah.
To this day.
All right. Next game, number 6 seed Rams versus the number 3 seed Detroit Lions.
Man,
I
that's
keep going back
the
and
biggest
forth on
coin
this one.
flip of all of them, I
Yeah.
think.
I think if
The
there's an
biggest coin
upset,
flip.
it's this game.
Yeah.
I keep going back
I
and
agree.
forth.
I mean, personally, I think the Lions, they look like the more complete team.
Yes.
I think you got Puka, or not Puka. You got Puka and Cooper Kupp on the other side, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the Lions, their defense is better,
Yeah.
and they
Aiden Hutchinson looks pretty good. He looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
he
man.
does. He looks really good.
Yeah, he does.
He is really coming on as a certified star
Edge
on that
rusher.
team.
I
Yeah.
agree. I think it's just going to come down to turnovers. I think whoever can
Yeah.
secure the ball the most is going to win the
And
game.
I will say this: I think Stafford secures the ball better than Golf does.
And I can
He
understand
does.
that because
Yeah.
golf has
because
had
Golf
games
has had a couple games where
Yeah.
he's
where
had
they-
a
yeah.
couple interceptions,
Yeah,
and I mean,
that's hurt.
he
though.
did come back and win a couple of those games after doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But just the simple, you can't do that in the
Not
the
a playoff.
playoffs. Not in
Yeah.
the playoffs. That's the one thing you can't do in the
that
playoffs.
goes back to the experience because we know obviously the Rams have won a Super Bowl in the past
Yeah.
couple years. Have pretty much the same team. I mean, added Puka
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
with somebody with
Yeah,
Cooper-
I mean,
Cooper
that
Kupp.
Puka is just
Yeah.
Odell Beckham, but better.
yeah. Way
better,
better. So I keep going back and forth on this game.
I don't know, man. The Lions also got a solid run game as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Gibbs has been a great pickup
Gibbs
for
and
them.
Montgomery have
The,
been-
So does
I
my-
think
yeah,
one of
the
the
Rams.
surprises
So
of the
does- yeah.
draft, one of the surprises of the draft was Gibbs
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I didn't expect because when they got Montgomery, I wasn't expecting Gibbs to go out there and get
Yeah.
that many touches and
Which it
but
was
he-
like that at the beginning of the season where they weren't giving him
Yeah.
much touches.
Yeah.
and then he
And
just
it's-
he carved himself a role and
Yeah.
they just
he
had
doesn't need
you
touches
could not
to,
give it to him.
to get his yards. He
Yeah.
could get 50 yards on one play.
Yeah,
So this one is tough.
I think this is probably one of the more evenly matched games.
Yes.
yeah,
I think it comes
1,000%.
down to like the last possession or something.
Yeah.
I would.
And plus the storyline behind it, both teams basically QB swap.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like
The
they're
storyline
going to
behind
be trying
that.
to show out for sure.
So
Yeah.
you got.
Oh, I'm going Lions, I think.
I'm a. If it's safe, there's an upset. I'm gonna go Rams because I think if
Ooh,
there's
I
an
like
upset,
that.
it has to
I
be
like
this
that.
game.
I like that.
And I think the
I-
weak point of Detroit is their secondary,
yeah.
obviously. So that could be the matchup to look out for that game. So I'm gonna go with Rams.
Weirdly enough, I want to go for the Rams as well. And it's only for the simple fact that they told the Lions fans not to wear Stafford jerseys to the game. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. Fuck you, Detroit. That's fucking shitty of y'all. To do
Yeah.
that. That's fucked up. Even he gave you everything he had.
Yeah.
He literally tried to do it. But his shoulder was falling off in a game and still won
Yeah.
you the game. And you gonna tell me I can't wear his jersey and support him,
Yeah, he
even
did
though
a
it's
lot for that
even
team.
though he's just a guy, he's the guy on the team.
Yeah.
You thought of Detroit, you only thought of Stafford.
Yeah.
Him or
would
him or
say-
Megatron.
Yeah. I would say I understand the storyline behind that, but I don't get how it's like how you say like Stafford is like the villain of
Yeah.
the story.
There's
I'm
no
not
way.
understanding
Yeah,
that.
no.
Like he needed to get out of there.
Like the team, they weren't doing anything to
Yeah.
help him.
No, not
They
at all.
weren't
And then
drafting
after
smart.
Calvin Love was like, yo, I don't
He had nothing
I can't he had literally had nothing.
and
So,
was still throwing up numbers.
yeah. So
Yes.
I'm
Still
not
throwing up
understanding that
numbers.
how he's the villain of the story. I'm not understanding that.
They need somebody to blame.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
all
get
it
that.
is.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I
They
mean, it was a
just-
bunch of coaches that they had, but you're not gonna sit there and say, oh, they had that coach.
They did,
They
they
got rid
did.
of
Some
that
of them
coach.
probably
Yeah,
still there. That's
you're not gonna
why.
remember all that. Yeah, you're not gonna remember the list of coaches that they fired while Stafford was there.
Some of them still there.
so-
That's why.
Yeah,
But the one person that stays the same between all of it is Stafford. So it's just easier to
yeah,
put the blame on that person.
definitely.
So I get it from their point of view, but still, he gave, like you said,
Yeah.
so much for
Yeah.
that team.
They could just be Detroit fans could just be salty just because he won a Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be why, too.
Yeah, that
it
could
could just
be
be
Hey,
that.
that was just Sean McVay doing everything he could to
Yeah,
win that. And I mean, and
Yeah.
you're seeing the repercussions of what's happening. They're just getting lucky with their hits in the draft. That's all it is right now.
yeah.
Because fucking getting Puka in the 5th is just insane. That's
Yeah,
that's
it's
fucking
steal
crazy.
Crazy
draft.
value.
Crazy.
value. So
broke both records.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's
Yep.
ridiculous.
And I
So-
sure Jalen Waddle thought he was gonna have that record for a while.
No.
Didn't
Yeah.
it? Only lasted a year, buddy.
yeah. Last of the year. Last of the year.
So who's your pick? You've been dancing around.
I
This
have
one's
been.
tough. I get it. This one's tough.
I'm gonna pick Detroit just because I think their fans will still show out regardless if they're fucking.
I agree,
I just think Detroit's gonna really show out.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
make it real tough for
Mhm.
LA to go.
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
I
yep.
get that.
And I think they're even gonna make it even more tough on Stafford just because he is from
Yeah.
Detroit. And I think that's the
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah.
It's like we know we love you, But man, we need ours now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like you got yours, like it's ours now.
Yeah, I will say there's one thing I've been thinking about. There's always a year where there's a team that had a great regular season, but they they lose the first game of the playoffs. But you're expecting to do something. I think Detroit could be this team
Yeah.
where
you're-
they
Yeah.
I
like the
could-
Vikings of last year.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
could really see that.
It's a good point. I didn't think about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always that one team.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't think it could be Cleveland? I mean,
No,
because
just think about it. Cleveland's been decimated with injuries.
yeah, but no one
Yeah.
expected them to be there.
Yeah,
With the Lions,
yeah.
you kind of expected the Lions after they went
Yeah, because
on.
remember everybody's
Okay.
picking them to win division, so
Okay.
yeah, we were kind of expecting them to be there.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I
So
got you.
I think
Yeah.
you can't. I mean, similar, I guess, but I still don't think the pressure is on the Browns like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit for sure.
Because Detroit obviously has more pressure than Cleveland does.
Yes.
Because Cleveland just brought in Flacco.
Yeah.
like, in the middle of the season,
So they
what's
got
name has
now.
had this team. Detroit's had this team all year,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
got
like we're
now.
expecting them to do something. But,
Team of Destiny.
huh?
Team of
Team of
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Team
Pretty
of
much.
Destiny.
Okay, and then the last NFC game is going to be the number 5 Eagles versus.
I hope Baker goes out there and beats the dog shit out of y'all.
Yeah, versus the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, man.
Come on, Baker. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
And they just announced earlier that Brown is going to be out for this game.
He will be out.
AJ Brown's gonna be out.
Yeah, he's gonna be out.
Fuck you, Eagles.
Is that with
Woo!
a sprained knee or ankle? Or
Yeah.
something? He sprained
Knee.
something.
Damn,
sprained his
Yeah.
I
knee.
knew something was off with him.
I haven't heard anything about
I haven't heard Jalen Hurts either.
about his finger.
Yep.
Is it on his throwing hand?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was on his right hand.
And they said he still hasn't thrown a ball yet. I haven't
Hasn't-
seen
yeah.
any updates on
I haven't seen
anything,
anything.
but I know of as of at least Thursday, he has not thrown a ball up until then.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man, the Eagles haven't looked good at all.
No.
That
Hasn't.
last half of the season
Minnesota
was just
Vikings
atrocious.
last year.
yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It was really bad.
That point
It's just-
differential
it's
was real.
that pass defense, man.
That
pass
and
defense.
they were doing so well, and I guess just
Yeah.
teams are
Well,
starting
the
to
pass
figure out.
defense was actually pretty. It wasn't that good.
It wasn't
really
that
all
good.
Year.
They were
It was a
getting
glaring hole.
getting covered up by their defensive
yeah,
line
yeah.
going
Reddick
insane.
and,
yeah.
Carter and all the
That was the thing
because they were stopping the run.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
So nobody could do anything on them. And when
Yeah.
you can't run the ball on them, you got to pass. And the pass rush was just getting there.
yeah,
They were just being saved. That's all it was. But now they're getting exposed now that teams know what to do against them.
yeah, they're pushing the ball down the field on them.
Yep.
And so is now that makes me go back to the matchup of Mike Evans being able to get down the field. That could play a huge part in
Yeah.
this game.
Because
He's-
Baker will sling that
yeah.
bitch. I'll tell you that. Baker will sling it.
I'm not gonna lie. Who are the other receivers on the Tampa Bay team?
You got
Mike
Chris,
Evans.
Chris Godwin.
Chris
Chris
Godwin.
Godwin's
Okay.
the under receiver, so he's
Yeah,
the short yard receiver. But Mike Evans is the one he's been.
Yeah.
People
there's
thought-
really
yeah.
not much else. I mean, they do have what? Otten? Is that his name?
Yeah, they got Kate Auden.
Kate
the tight
Otten,
end.
the tight
Yeah,
end.
he's
He's,
decent. Well,
he's serviceable.
oh, they
Okay.
have a
He's serviceable.
the running back Rashad White
Yeah,
has been
Rashad
has
White.
been
Oh,
the main
and-
pass.
And
It's
he-
been a-
shoot,
the
he's
passing
probably
game.
he's
he's
probably
like
been a top
he's
five
like an
running
Alvin
back.
Kamara, pretty much.
He was like a top
Okay.
5 running back this year. So
Yeah.
right? He was
Efficient,
up
yeah,
there.
he was efficient.
Because he was in fantasy.
Yeah.
Bro, you had
Not the
him.
best
He was
runner
good.
of the ball, but
yeah,
he's got some good hands.
yeah.
So,
okay.
man,
And there are times he can find
Yeah.
that crease and he'll duck one off.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is another tough
This
one.
this is a tough one.
Because healthy, I think the Eagles take it comfortably. Healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Healthy.
With Brown, yeah, for sure.
I think I'm just gonna say I think the Eagles are probably gonna end up winning it just
I think so,
because
too.
I think their run game will be able to sustain enough to be
Yeah.
able to get by.
Yeah.
Because you can, if as long as Swift can average 3 yards a carry, they're going to get that 4th and 1.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna do the tush push.
Yeah.
Yep,
Gonna do
so-
the tush push. Yep.
If until that is stopped,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Because you
It's
can't.
tough.
Yeah, because like you were saying, it's a tough matchup because you can't count out Tampa Bay.
No.
I mean, their defense their secondary has been amazing, from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, they've been
So-
getting a lot of interceptions here lately too.
So
multiple in
yeah.
a couple of
And
games.
Jalen Hurts is up to about 15 interceptions this year.
Their
so-
worst game was
But-
against that New Orleans.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to hope they can. If they can run the ball, they wouldn't have to lean on Hurts as much. Like going back to the Allen thing, Josh
Yeah.
Allen thing.
Yeah,
So I still have the Eagles winning.
not by much.
I don't
No,
know.
not by
That's
much.
Not by
that's what I'm thinking of. I think it's
Last second
might be a
field goal
defensive
that
game,
Jake
yeah.
Elliott hits.
I think
Yeah.
I think it'll go to overtime. It's gonna be
Yeah,
one of those.
it's gonna be a
games,
defensive game
back
against-
and
You think so?
forth,
Like that?
overtime.
20-17. Something
Yeah,
like that.
it's gonna be real close.
Yeah, I can see that.
Unless somehow the Eagles find their groove again and
Yeah,
they start teeing off to show everybody what they can do in the playoffs. That's about.
there is
Yeah.
potential for it,
There is still
but it
still
hadn't been
potential
looking.
for
It hadn't been looking good.
No, not at
It
all.
has
Yeah.
not been trending up. I'll tell you that.
For sure.
And that injury doesn't hurt. Doesn't
No,
doesn't
it does
help
not.
at
Yeah,
all.
it doesn't
Not at
help.
all.
That doesn't help.
He was throwing up gang signs.
So yeah, I think so. We all agree on Eagles still winning, but
Yeah, more
it's
than
gonna be
likely.
a
I just don't know.
tough
if,
it out game or-
I don't know if Baker can pull it out.
yeah.
The game against New Orleans just really hurt my chances of thinking of what Tampa Bay really could be.
Yeah.
Because the way
Yeah.
New Orleans went out there and beat them, like it wasn't like they're just getting lucky. No, they were out there putting foot in ass. They was
Mhm.
beating the
They didn't
shit
look
out
too
of
good
them.
against Carolina either.
No, and
No.
Carolina
Yeah.
don't look that good.
Yeah.
Super inconsistent.
Yes,
that's
very,
just, that's just
very
what it is.
But that's been
inconsistent.
the NFC South all year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
No team. Had
Everybody's
over
been
10
fumbling
wins.
around
Yeah.
until somebody
Yeah.
wins.
No team had double digits wins. So
No,
Yeah.
you win it.
Yeah.
No, you win it.
so
No,
it
you
literally
win
came
it.
down to the last week.
Yeah.
Literally. So,
Yeah, that's. So we didn't talk about the number one seeds for both NFC, AFC.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
correct. You're correct.
NFC, we've got the
Who would they play if
49ers.
what would their
So
play
if our-
options
If everything goes according to plan, no upsets happening,
Mhm.
they're going to be playing Philly.
so it'd be San
Philly?
Francisco against Philly.
Philly.
Yes, if Philly
Sorry,
wins.
Philly.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
sorry,
they're the number
Philly.
5 seed. So yeah, they would be playing Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the other
Mm.
side, Baltimore, they would be playing. Yeah, it's going to be Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah. So
They're the number 5 seed.
Cleveland.
yeah. So
This is for you.
So we got the storyline going for next week. If that was to happen.
And then
Yeah.
Cleveland's
Flacco
gonna
and-
upset Baltimore.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I think that's
Yeah.
what
Team of
Flacco-
Destiny.
I think that'll be Flacco's last game for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he did win a Super Bowl
Yeah,
with
he
the
gonna-
Ravens.
He
Yeah.
so
gonna feel
you never
comfortable in that
know.
Yeah.
stadium when he
If,
go.
if the Ravens don't win it this year, I don't know when they're gonna win it. Like this,
So are y'all gonna allow people to wear Flacco jerseys to the game?
they better.
Yeah,
They better.
You have to. You have
They
to.
better. It better be a bunch of Ray Lewis
Yeah.
and Flacco.
There you go. There you go.
Literally. Throw some Ed Reed in there too.
Yeah,
I
I
was about to say.
on that-
I was about to
that-
say Ed Reed.
Throw
Can't
some
forget
in there. We
him.
got a couple of jerseys you can pick from.
No, yeah. So yeah, that's how it's shaping up right now.
If you even down bad, you can bust out a Tucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
So we got a bunch of jerseys.
Hey,
We got a
Yeah.
bunch
you
of
can never
jerseys
go
to
wrong
pick
with a
from.
Tucker
No.
jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
how it's looking
Yeah.
right at this moment.
So the 1 seeds were pretty obvious, no surprises.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kinda
not at
figured
all.
it would be,
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco would.
And,
we would have only had a
yeah.
chance if we would have beaten San Francisco in the season.
I think the AFC one is a bit of a surprise because you would have thought.
Yeah, you would. I
Yeah,
just thought
the Bills
Kansas
started
City,
off slow.
Kansas City Bills, or
Kansas City's
I
kinda
mean,
started off- or
yeah.
ended bad.
Yeah.
so-
The Ravens started off a little slow. I wasn't sure about
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
until probably about like week 7.
Yeah, in the middle of the
Yeah.
season. Yeah,
week
that's when
7,
they
week
started.
8. That's when I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Weirdly
this is
enough,
gonna
when
be-
fucking Mark Andrews went down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's practicing this week.
is he really?
He's actually practicing, so he might be back.
Okay.
If he's not back this week, he could be. I mean, obviously not this week.
I think y'all need to implement a dual tight end set with Likely out there as well,
Yeah,
'cause
Likely
Likely's
has been
been-
amazing.
Likely's
He's been
been good.
amazing.
He's been playing very
up.
well.
So
Yeah, and y'all's defense is always cold. It's
Yeah.
always cold.
this is we had a bunch of.
Y'all have a
injuries.
really good defense this
So-
year. You have a
So
Super Bowl contending
which
team.
1 seed do y'all think would be more likely to make it to the Super Bowl?
49ers.
49ers. I think
Yeah.
it'd be an easier
Yeah.
path for the way the style
Yeah.
style of play they have. It's already wreaked havoc in the NFC.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, you just have to hope as one of these other NFC teams that you can go out there and play your best ball and try to give it and throw a punch
Yeah.
back. That's about it.
That is true. That's true. Because you said that if the Eagles win, they play Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And
most
they've already
likely
They
they
lose to
beat
the
them.
Eagles.
If they
Or
play
and then if they
Cowboys-
don't, they'd play the Cowboys or
So-
Detroit, and they'd probably be
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
so.
I would say 49ers would
Probably.
be either chance.
Hmm?
I had to throw that in there.
I can only be so hopeful. I can
Yeah.
only be so hopeful.
Nah, I agree, though. I
I
agree. I
can
think
only be so hopeful.
I personally think the Cowboys are going to make it. To
I
the
I
NFC
think we'll make it to the
Championship.
NFC
This is the year.
Championship, but
This is the year.
I just
Yeah.
we really gonna have to get something figured out if we're gonna take it to them in the NFC Championship to win it, to go to the Super Bowl. I think we have a chance. Don't get me wrong. I think we definitely have a chance to do it. If there was ever a year, I think this is the one time I think we have like a legit chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one time I'll give y'all a pass. To
Mm,
say
yeah.
This is our year.
This is our year. It's our year.
Hey, so you think that if Cowboys lose before the NFC Championship, McCarthy's gone?
Yes.
This is a good segue into
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yes. 100%.
100%.
100%.
I hate that probably is the correct answer,
Mhm.
but it just makes no sense to me, in all honesty. I mean, he's been getting better and better every year. And my thing is that you can only do so much from being good and you not going out and signing anybody. If Jerry come up
Yeah.
off some fucking money, then yeah, maybe we'll have a little bit more of a chance to actually
Yeah.
do something. But we can't. So with
Mhm.
what we have, he's been doing everything under his power, and we've been good every time.
Yeah, that's true.
With what you've given him, Buddy is putting out the best product we have.
That's true.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
But I think if he does get fired, I think Dan Quinn is. I mean,
Ah,
that's why I've been
he-
saying Dan Quinn has not gone anywhere because
Dan-
he could have left last year.
I think Dan Quinn's now going to go to Seattle.
You
Now
think
that Pete
so?
Carroll's gone, I think
Yeah.
he's going to go to Seattle.
And that, yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I can
still
see that.
it's still a good team. They have a foundation still, and I mean, other than you having to go and find your quarterback, which you still have a bridge quarterback in Geno, who you just have to
Yeah.
somehow keep him healthy, but you have a bridge quarterback that can at least contend with something if you
Mhm.
don't want to move in a different direction.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have the option to do
Yeah.
anything there.
So then that has
That's
me,
Seattle.
that has me thinking the Cowboys, like say for instance, they were to lose to Green Bay. I think they're gonna wait to see what Dan
We lose
Quinn
to Green
does.
Bay, yes.
Yeah, if he loses to
McCar-
Green Bay, yeah,
he
then
loses
he's
to
gone.
Green Bay.
I
McCarthy's
think they're
fired.
gonna
He's
wait
gone.
to see what Dan Quinn does.
Yeah.
Which I
to
know he's
see.
already had multiple inquiries about an interview for head
Oh,
coaching
yeah.
Yeah.
positions.
Oh yeah.
He, yeah.
'Cause
He
no way
he
he's-
get him during the season.
There
Shit.
are-
Yeah.
Currently, right now, there are 7 teams that have coaching positions available, head coaching positions available.
Oh wow.
Patriots were on the list, but they hired
Mayo.
Mayo. Yeah, which
In-house.
apparently that they've been wanting that.
Yeah.
For a
I heard a
while.
lot of I
Yeah.
heard a lot of
Robert
that.
Kraft apparently talked really, really highly about Mayo.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so that one was a.
I mean,
That
he
was
was
a-
already
yeah,
a
that was a
well-liked
foregone
guy from
conclusion.
being
Yeah.
there. So
So yeah, you've got 7 total positions. You've got the Panthers, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Falcons, the Commanders, the Titans, and now the Seahawks.
Now let's see. Okay. Let's see.
who the Titans getting?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know. I think they're gonna pull like an offensive coordinator from somewhere.
Yeah.
But you also still have some big name head coaches available right now too.
Yeah.
So let's get into the Raiders with the Antonio
Yeah.
Pierce.
Bro,
That's
that's
an
sad,
interesting one.
bro.
It's
I
like-
fucking hate the Raiders,
I
bro.
know.
Fuck
'Cause it's-
them.
I don't
Yeah.
understand the Raiders
Yeah.
either.
If they were to not hire him, that would be the second time they didn't hire an interim coach after
Yeah. They
having
did
some
well.
success.
Yeah.
Yeah. After
Yeah.
doing good, this would be the second time. But that would
I
just show
agree.
that the Raiders want to spend money for some reason. Spend a lot of money for no reason when they have somebody in the wing already. So
I agree.
mean, yeah.
Even Raiders fans.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
know
come
some
on
Raiders
now.
fans,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Bro,
dude, if Pierce,
Crosby and Devontae Adams
Oh,
both
yeah.
went to the owner and was like, "No, we
Yeah,
want
him as
Crosby,
the head
and
coach."
Crosby wants
And he
out
was
if
like,
Pearson's not the coach.
Nah,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
need
he
him.
wants out if he. If
We
he's
don't
not the,
need
if
him.
Pearson's
Yeah.
not the coach. So that's
Stupid.
They have a lot of pressure. I mean, they don't have pressure on them. They just do what they're supposed to do. But if they don't get him or make him the coach, it's
Well, they're saying that if they don't get him, that he has Jim Harbaugh has ties to the Raiders,
Yeah, been hearing that one.
and that he's another one of the front runners for that position. But Jim Harbaugh has other ties too,
Yeah,
like Chargers. Hey,
Chargers,
he
which
used
is
to
one
play
something
for
I
us.
want to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I wanna
played
get
for
into that.
us. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Raiders. I think if it's not the interim right now, I think it's a bust for them. I think
That's what I'm
they-
saying. It's like who
You think they would go for Vrabel?
No, I think Vrabel's going to Patriots actually.
you think he's gonna be
I-
DC?
I either DC or maybe they make him head coach, but I think he's going to go back to the Patriots.
Well, remember they already signed Mayo. as
Oh,
head
that's
coach.
right. Yeah,
So
I
he
think
would
he'll.
go under.
I think he'll go to
DC,
I think he'll join the Patriots
to be
coaching
a
staff.
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then they'll just bridge the head coaching job with Mayo for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
'Cause
see. I can see that.
Vrabel, I heard there was some sort of rift between
Him and Belichick.
No, not him and Belichick. Vrabel and the Titans. They're higher ups.
Their front office. Okay.
Because when Vrabel got he got elected or nominated or inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame, just this season he was talking very highly of Robert Kraft and their
Yeah.
organization, and it kind of made his I guess the Titans front office kind of took it as some sort of disrespect.
Well, what have
Yeah.
we done for
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Well, why
Yeah.
did you talk about us
Yeah.
whenever you were up
Because
there?
in all
Yeah.
honesty,
Fucking bitches.
for him to get
But he
fired,
went as a player though. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't he? That doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't make sense. But I think there was some comments that were said by Vrabel during that induction ceremony that the front office of the Titans didn't like, and I think that's ultimately what pushed him out. Which I don't agree with, man, because he what he did for the Titans,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, with
With-
shit, with
Yeah.
pure shit.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. And then they traded away one of their
Yeah.
best
That was
receivers
crazy.
possible
That was
for
crazy.
what?
Yeah.
Pennies.
Literally.
Pennies.
For nothing.
For a first round pick, Traylon Burks that has been
Done
injured,
anything.
Yeah.
been inconsistent.
So you're not doing
Yeah.
the coach any favors.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks, I mean, Tannehill,
I mean,
He's always
Tannehill's
been ass.
He's
Always
gone. He's
been
gone
ass.
after this year.
yeah, but
Yeah.
and then in
And
my
Will
opinion,
Mayonnaise eating Levis.
Yeah.
he wasn't the answer.
Yeah.
He had
Multiple opportunities.
and
multiple
he
opportunities.
just can't come into the quarterback
Nope.
that they need him
Yeah.
to be.
And he couldn't do it. He had no connection with D Hop. And
Yeah.
of
No,
all
yeah.
people that you could not have a connection with on your team is the number one wide
Yeah.
receiver. Yeah, how?
I will say, you could look at it from the Titans' perspective that obviously they just got Will Levis and he hasn't started a full season yet, and they got a new. I think they have a new GM.
Yeah.
So they want to go in a different direction. So I can understand them getting a new coach. I get it.
Yeah.
I get that you want to just go with the new quarterback, go
Clean
with the
house.
new front office.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
Clean house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
so
fresh.
that I can see
Yep.
that. I can see it from that side, from the Titans. I can understand that.
Still, he's a hell of a
Yeah.
coach.
He's a great
Yeah.
coach.
A-
though.
Any
He's
team
a
that
great
picks him
coach.
up
Yeah.
will be happy.
That's a great coach though.
I did see him
Atlanta?
linked to the Raiders too, though.
Yeah.
Atlanta?
Because if Harbaugh goes to Chargers,
Which
then
I hope that
Vrabel
happens.
I guess would go to the Raiders if they don't sign Pierce
Yeah.
back, but which
Yeah.
would make no sense. But to me, but I don't know.
Who's the next team?
What's
So-
what's the other team?
Panthers.
Panthers?
That
one
Poverty.
hurts.
Poverty.
That one hurts. That one
I
hurts.
don't know.
That nigga, what's it? You said the owner out there throwing drinks on niggas. So
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
Throwing drinks on the
I don't
opponent team.
know.
Opposing team because they beat your team.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think you have to go with
I
a
don't know.
QB friendly coach. And it's weird to even have to say that. But I feel with Bryce Young, if you put a coach in there that's going to put too much pressure on him off the back,
I have a good candidate for that.
I think
What
he's
if
going
they
to break.
go get Nick Saban?
No.
No.
You'd be there you go.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
There
He
you
got
go.
ties. He got
Yeah.
ties.
Yeah, he
got
does.
ties.
He
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That'd be wild.
I don't
That'd
see
be
it. Though.
wild.
There's no
I'm
way.
thinking maybe Ben Johnson, OC for Detroit.
I could see that.
I
I
can
know. I know he's got a lot.
I
of,
bet it would
interest.
have to see after what the season is like
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah,
After
but
the
yeah,
season.
yeah.
But it is another one of those offensive coordinators who is a very QB friendly. He runs a QB friendly system.
Yeah.
So yeah,
sure.
I could see. I could for
For
sure
sure.
see that.
sure.
Yeah. Because you throw someone in there that they're like you can't put Bill Belichick over there.
No.
On,
Yeah,
on,
like
No.
on Bryce
yeah,
Young.
you can't do that.
He would
yeah.
break him, and then
Yeah.
you would have another bust of the first round. You,
Yeah, you can't. do
you
that.
can't do that to
You
that
can't
man.
do that. Yeah.
So yeah, I think you might be right. I think like an
I think I can see
offensive
Ben
coordinator.
Johnson. Yeah.
he would be a good.
I don't know
fit.
if a head coach that got fired goes to be a head coach for
Well,
the Panthers.
No.
I think
So-
it has to be an OC.
Somebody that's young enough that would want to build a
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
so
You couldn't
out
put
of
nobody
the
old there.
the notable head coaches that did get terminated, the older ones. So you obviously got Bill Belichick, you got Mike Vrabel, Pete Carroll,
Ooh.
and Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera, he just got
Yeah.
released from Washington,
Yeah.
which that one stings a little bit because he did what he could with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is true. That is true. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing that I don't like about the Commanders is that I still don't think they have a real identity.
No.
And
Yeah,
at
they
least
don't.
Ron Rivera was trying to build something, but you literally gave him a different team. For 3
Yeah.
fucking years straight, he had a different team.
Yeah.
No, you're the Redskins. Oh no, never mind. You're now the football
Yeah,
team.
they barely
No,
have
no,
an
no,
identity
never mind.
for their
Now
team
you're- now
name
you're the
because
Commanders. So
Yeah.
yeah,
barely have
yeah.
that. I mean, I've been hearing about Ben Johnson going there too, which makes sense. But it's like you have the enemy.
Yeah, the enemy is
Is the enemy
yeah.
gone or? That's-
in
why
my
would-
in my mind, if the enemy does go, if I was the enemy, I would leave.
Yeah.
Fuck
I would.
them.
That would,
Because-
be that would be too redundant if they
'Cause,
got Ben
yeah.
Johnson and then Ben Enemy still the OC.
Because them
That would
niggas
make
were
no
so
sense.
them niggas were so damn soft.
Yeah.
God, I'd be
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
That nigga out there, he
100%.
out there trying to get them to run.
And they
real
actually had a
routes.
pretty solid
Yeah.
offense for
Yeah.
majority of the year.
Sam Howell
so,
was throwing
mean,
the ball
yeah.
pretty good, but
He was decent. Yeah. He had his games where it's like growing pains,
Yeah.
obviously. So I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be the Commanders coach. I don't. Not
Arthur
sure.
Smith. Come on, bring him on, Commanders.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
here's the question: out of the coaches that got fired or that left their team, which ones do you think will continue to be a head coach somewhere else?
Bill Belichick for sure.
Bill Belichick,
Yeah, he's obviously not gonna be a decent.
Vrabel for sure.
Vrabel,
I can.
and then you got Pete Carroll and Ron Rivera.
I think Pete Carroll might potentially be done.
Yeah, he's gonna have a role in the front office. for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he
so,
is?
yeah.
Because it would make sense because he's trying to get Dan Quinn. Remember, Dan Quinn was the DC when they were so.
Legion of Boom.
That's why I said that's a Pete Carroll kind of.
Okay, so
saying
Pete Carroll's
something.
kind of off the board.
Yeah,
then.
he's off the board. He's
Okay.
probably done.
So then I don't think Ron Rivera coaches another team. It's sad to say that, but I
Yeah.
don't think.
It depends. I think Ron Rivera still kind of has the itch to coach, but I
Mhm.
think health wise, I think it'd probably be best for him to stop coaching.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
didn't he have some health problems? He did.
Yeah,
have some
he had
health problems.
Yeah, he
cancer.
did.
Yeah.
He had cancer. He did. I think they said he did beat the cancer, but I mean,
Yeah.
man, you like you said, you beat cancer, man. Go fucking live your life.
Yeah.
You don't need
Yeah.
this damn stress.
No.
You don't
Has
need
he
this
ever won a
stress.
Super Bowl?
No.
No,
He
no.
went.
He went
He
with
went with
Cam.
Cam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they
Didn't win.
lost.
Always had a solid defense too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this year it wasn't, but with Carolina. he
yeah,
always
but
had a great defense.
they threw away Chase Young anyway. So I mean, he already
Yeah.
kind of gave up anyways.
Yeah, it was
that-
already set in stone for them.
Not a good look giving away
Yeah.
Chase Young like that. Yeah. So
Is there any other positions, or I think that was.
no, just the other teams, and I think the
Yeah.
other teams. I think some of them might end up pulling offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators from teams that are doing well.
Yeah.
But I don't know anyone off the top of my head that is like a for sure lock because I know what's his name, y'all's old offensive coordinator that we got,
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. He wants to be a head coach, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
I
After
wouldn't
the
give him a
performance he
chance.
put on this last season with the calls he was
But
making,
also, once
Yeah.
again, you can't put that all on him because what's his name did
'cause
take over play
Staley
calling.
was
Fucking
absolute trash.
Yeah.
I'm saying this wholeheartedly. Staley was trash. I don't know how we kept him for as long as we
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
but holy hell.
So I thought Mike McCarthy was bad at game management. That nigga said, "Hold my beer."
Dude.
And it started in the playoffs last year.
Supposed to be some defensive genius
Yeah,
and
very
just
smart guy.
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
So we actually fired our GM too
Good.
because they
Oh,
made
yeah.
that whole stupid J.C. Jackson signing after he fit. Yeah,
Oh,
then he
yeah,
went
yeah,
back
yeah.
to the fucking Patriots.
Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone knew he was a scheme guy,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
gonna pull him over to try and be some lockdown ball
Yeah.
hawk
And he's
corner when
not-
he's
yeah,
not
he's not
that
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Paid him a ridiculous amount. I think it was like the highest cornerback contract that had been out at that time. and he was
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
I think he got hurt the first season he was with. The second season, getting burnt left and right.
Yeah.
Trash. You know it's bad when you have to apologize for your own team. Like, hey, this was a miss, guys. I know I signed him. I apologize that I signed that guy.
Yeah.
As the GM, you are apologizing
Yeah.
to your
Apologize for-
players.
yeah.
Like, hey, man, I messed up. All right, yeah,
I
he's
fucked
good.
up,
no,
guys.
that's
I
crazy.
fucked up.
So-
That is crazy.
Staley and him both being gone, I was like,
Yeah.
hallelujah, because Jesus.
Yep.
Y'all have a good opportunity to make a big move. Y'all can make
I
a
think
big
it's Jim's
splash.
that
Y'all
guy.
can make a
I
big
think,
splash.
That's the ties.
I want Jim, but our owner is he's known for being notoriously cheap.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we moved out of San Diego, was because he didn't want to build a new stadium out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we're going to sign Harbaugh. I'd want to, but I don't think it's
But then
going to happen.
what do you think the second option is? Like,
Elevate Kellen Moore.
No. I think he's gone.
You think
I
so?
think
You
he's
think
gonna.
so?
I think he's gonna go somewhere else.
What?
And maybe
I
he'll
don't think
stay
there's
1
many-
year,
well,
depending on who gets
that's what I'm saying.
promoted.
Yeah. I see him stay at least one more year.
I think
I
he'll
don't think
stay.
there's many places.
He'll stay 1 year to see who's the coach.
Yeah.
But after that, if they don't mesh well, I think he's gone. I would like Bill Belichick too. I'll take either one of them. But like I said,
we didn't talk about Atlanta. I
yeah,
forgot about that. Even though we've been hearing about Bill Belichick.
yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
What?
I don't think he's a good fit in Atlanta.
I think it's a big rumor. They're saying that they could sign Bill Belichick to be the coach.
I mean, I think they have enough capital where Bill Belichick can go over there and do something. They have a pretty solid foundation. Even defensively, they have an all right
They
foundation.
have a good foundation, but it's the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the big. And he's not known for going and pulling the greatest quarterback. So
I mean, I've obviously heard rumors about Fields being traded to there.
yeah,
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Kirk Cousins going there.
yeah.
So
So the Falcons, I'm trying to see. So right now, as it is, they have the number 8 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're Bill Belichick,
You
I
have
mean,
some
you-
opportunities to make some
you do
moves.
have some
And
opportunities.
this is gonna be
yeah.
this is gonna be a crazy deep draft.
Oh, with
Yeah.
QBs
Crazy
especially.
deep
dude.
QBs, yeah. This is
Every position. Shit, you can fill out your offensive line this draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good draft.
So yeah, I don't. Atlanta is a wild card because if it's not Belichick, I don't know who it is as of right now. So that's gonna be interesting.
You think a reunion with Dan Quinn would be in order?
No. I don't think Dan Quinn would want to go back.
No, I think
Yeah.
he wants his
Too much
own-
heartache to try to go
Yeah.
back. He'd want to start something new.
Something fresh.
He wants his
Yeah.
own identity now
Yeah.
with the team.
Yeah.
He doesn't want any flashbacks of
No.
of
28-3.
Yeah, yeah.
And Seattle is the perfect place
Yeah.
for the flashback. Of
Yeah.
like,
If I
won
have a
Super Bowl
good
here.
if I have a good
The Legion of
memory,
Boom,
it's
yeah.
it's a Super Bowl memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But yes, I do think Dan Quinn's gonna be gone next season.
Yeah, I just don't see him staying again.
He's not staying.
If we make it to the NFC Championship, I think he will.
I think he's
Yeah.
gone no matter what.
I think it's
He's already had like 6 different teams ask for interviews for him. So I don't think he's staying.
But
Yeah.
but it's the Cowboys.
That
Yeah.
they can only take you so far, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. He fits in well
Yeah,
there.
he
Like what
does.
y'all got going on over there with that secondary.
He
and all
loves
that.
he loves Micah. Micah's like his child.
Yeah, but man, it's one of those things. Like you got the opportunity to go and do what you want to do
Yeah.
on a team. It's kind of hard to pass that up.
That is true.
That's true. I don't see him staying either.
So that's
Womp womp.
coaching.
That's, you wanna touch on Nick Saban a little bit?
We can, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
touch
why.
on that
I
a
mean,
little
that's still crazy. That
Yeah, that's like the
he-
elephant in the room. Like we
Yeah.
gotta touch on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Gotta touch on that.
the literal
yeah.
elephant in the room.
Yeah, literally. Hey, that was a good. That was a good. I like that. That was good.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, but yeah, Nick Saban has
Yeah,
retired.
He has retired.
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
said he's still going to be part of the front office
He
and
is.
whatnot there
He's gonna
at
be
the
part of the
Alabama.
organization.
Bro, they said that nigga brought in like billions of dollars to the Alabama.
So
Yeah,
I got onto Instagram after they announced that he wasn't going to be there anymore,
Yeah.
and they had Alabama fans in shambles.
Yeah, shook.
Wow.
Oh,
shook.
bad, dude.
Because they're
Like-
spoiled.
Yeah, they
They've been
are.
spoiled.
Yep.
It was like I saw a video of this girl tell her mom, like, hey, they just, Saban's gone. And she's like, shut up. No, he's not. They were like, and then she just immediately broke down and started crying. Like, they treat him like he is
Football
God
Jesus,
out there,
baby.
man. So for him to retire, that's a
Yeah.
huge thing.
It
for
is just
him.
how I guess it was very unexpected. It was unexpected, but I'll get into why I'm not surprised about it because it was something we were talking about.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I wasn't expecting this. I mean,
I
I know.
wasn't expecting it.
I know they didn't have the greatest season like they're used to.
I thought
Mhm.
he kind of revamped it whenever they actually made it to the playoffs. I mean, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
I was
they did.
surprised
They
they
did.
made
They
it.
made some changes, yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was like going to be a terrible end for Nick Saban, but I think this was the best way he could salvage it to retire.
Yeah. I would say I wasn't surprised because I was saying like the last couple years, a lot of teams have kind of caught up to Alabama,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's like they're a juggernaut obviously because they're gonna make the playoffs every year, but they're not winning as convincingly as they were
Yeah.
before. Like
Yeah.
they literally made the playoff because the 4th and 30 pass from, against Auburn. Like if
Yeah.
they wouldn't have made that, they wouldn't have been out.
Yep.
So
You know what killed Alabama too?
NIL.
No, the portal, the transfer portal.
But he
Yeah.
wasn't a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, and that's another. He didn't like how college was going. He didn't
Yeah,
like the way it was going
no.
with the NIL.
I don't
transfer
blame
portal.
him. I don't blame
So
him.
I think
mean,
that
it's
yeah, he was not a big fan.
He was
of
one
it.
of them old school, like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to your house, I'm gonna recruit
yeah,
you.
that's
straight
what you
out of
need.
high
That's what
school.
you
Yeah.
need.
None of
And-
those quarterbacks that are in the NFL that he coached were from the transfer portal.
No,
No.
none
They
of them.
all got recruited there
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
and
And
waited their turn.
I think you're right. That
Yeah.
The transfer portal is what drove him out, and all
Yeah.
the NIL stuff. It's just, but I mean, it just look at Prime. Prime
Yeah,
thrives
Prime,
off that stuff
But
because
that's because people
That's the
want
new
to
age
go
coach.
to
He-
him.
he-
I mean,
yeah.
that's
that's
yeah.
it. And,
It's
and
the
Nick
wave.
Saban's that old school.
Because I think right now Colorado's leading in
Transfers?
transfer portal signings.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah, but
That's what he said he was gonna do, though.
speaking of that, did y'all see the new college football projected format for the end of this year?
Isn't there gonna be 12 teams in the
There's gonna be 12
in the
teams next
playoffs?
year.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I
They're
saw
going
that.
to. I saw a
Fucking
graphic that they're going to expand it to even more teams, and it's
Yep.
going to take effect. I think at the end of this year is what they said.
Yeah.
So college football is about
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
that's right.
crazy.
I've been talking to people about the 12 team. I'm kind of.
I think that's too many. I think that's too many.
I think it takes the
Maybe-
parity out of it.
Yeah, I think that's too many.
What is it now? It's just 4, right?
It was just 4.
I
so-
say 8 probably would have been the max I would have
Yeah,
done.
8 was.
Yeah.
8 would have been
6 to 8
would have
was my sweet
been
spot,
would have
yeah.
been right there.
12 is
8.
man.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to get some crazy moments out of 12 teams.
Yeah.
A 12-team playoff,
Or
you're
gonna
going to
get fucking Georgia versus FSU, and it's gonna be 60
Yeah.
something to 8.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'd much rather it be a
Yeah.
couple a little less of those games in it.
I agree they needed to expand it because the whole
Controversy of you
The
winning
committee-
your
Yeah. This
you-
would have been
you-
the
you
year that they
being
would have
undefeated-
expanded. This
you
would have been the
being-
perfect
yeah,
year.
yeah.
This would've been the
yeah, you being undefeated used to mean you made it.
every time.
Now it no longer means
No.
that.
Yeah.
Granted, Florida State didn't look good.
I mean, yeah, when they
Yeah,
lost the
yeah.
quarterback,
Yeah,
it was
yeah, it
kind of
was-
like they were dead in
3
the
of
water.
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, it didn't look too good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think 12 teams is too much. I don't mind it just because there are so many fucking schools and this gives them more chances, more opportunities. But fuck,
Yeah.
12 teams. I mean, that means you're going to be seeing a 9-6 team
Yeah.
or something in the
So we would
playoff.
have saw like I think Liberty was like, I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were. I think they could have been in it. Like Liberty
Yeah.
would have been in it, and it's like seeing them play against
Yeah.
Oregon, like that didn't. that
Didn't look
didn't
like
spark my
they didn't look
interest
like
for
they
the next
belonged.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Aren't they,
think
ex-
yeah.
aren't they expanding the SEC as well this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas and
because Texas and
Oklahoma.
OU's going over there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It's gonna be some
Yeah.
more.
It's
some more
it
crazy
seems like it's
games.
going to be more SEC teams
Yep.
like before.
And I
Yeah.
think a couple of teams are coming back to the Big 12. Like I think
That's right.
Colorado.
Colorado's going to be coming
Yeah.
back.
I don't know if it was. I don't remember.
I don't know if they said if Nebraska was going to try to come back or
No,
not
I think
either.
I think they're stuck.
They still
I think they're still in the
staying
Big
in-
Ten. They're still in
okay.
the Big Ten as of right now.
Yeah, because there's that what? Who was it? The ACC or no? The Pac? The Pac-12.
Pac-12
That's
is
losing
disbanding.
everybody.
Yeah, is losing everybody.
And there's
Yeah.
going to be the Pac-2 with everybody that's
Jesus.
left.
Yeah, literally. So
Yeah, college football is going to look weird.
I think it's turning too much
Weird.
into NFL,
They're trying to.
and I don't like that.
It's
'cause
NFL
I
Junior.
Like,
It's definitely
I
NFL
don't
Junior.
like how it's turning into like because obviously NFL added the 7th seed,
Yeah,
so they did that recently, and now they're adding 8 teams.
yeah.
I think it's turning too much into NFL.
They just been
'cause
taking
it
the
used to be its
blueprint.
own thing.
Yeah,
So I'm not. That's what's what I'm not a fan of either.
yeah.
So
Because I've always liked college football being its own entity. It is now, like you said, no longer its own thing.
yeah.
They are coming out with a new college football game though.
What is that?
It's gonna be like the NCAA.
They're supposed to make a new college game for 2024.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They-
I remember seeing
I've
that.
been
I remember
hearing
seeing that.
that they were supposed to come out with a commercial during the national championship game, but now EA is saying like, oh, we didn't really say that was a rumor, but they didn't come out and say like it was a rumor. They
Until
just
it
didn't
was-
say nothing.
Yeah,
They didn't say anything. So
I hate them.
I know
I
I don't
hate them.
trust EA until I see the game in my
Yep.
hand.
Nope.
I'm not
Yep.
trusting
Till I see a leaked game trailer like
Yeah.
GTA 6.
Yeah, literally.
Unless that bitch is leaked, I'm not gonna believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's crazy. Yeah, there used to be a lot of NCAA football fans that played the game.
Yes.
Remember the mascot?
Oh, bro.
Dude, the
yes.
mascot freaking
Mascot
games.
Yeah.
Those were
Oh,
freaking
man.
Yeah.
legit.
They were.
Like everybody liked Madden. Now everybody was playing NCAA before they were playing Madden at that time.
For real. I think
Yeah.
that I got into sports games like playing NCAA.
Yeah.
I
NCAA,
didn't
yeah.
play Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't play Madden. I was always into NCAA. That was my thing.
And then they got rid of it.
So
Crazy. Well, is there anything else? Any other sports you guys want to talk about? Maybe talk about a little
MLB?
NBA, MLB,
We'll talk about a little bit about
NHL,
MLB.
yeah,
whatever.
we touch on MLB, NBA a little
What
bit.
you got? What you got? What you got?
Otani to
Let me-
the Dodgers.
I mean,
Check
yeah,
something
we
out
can.
real quick.
We can talk about that. Fucking
The
Check out-
Otani with the craziest backloaded contract that fucking gifted the Dodgers everything they ever wanted.
the Dodgers were supposed to have over $1 billion in salary dedicated to I think 3 different players, but ended up completely putting everything on the back end, and now just it's so stupid how
Yep.
they allowed that to happen. I
Yep.
have no idea how they let that
It's
happen.
crazy how the MLB does that.
Because they just signed another guy, the Oscar. I can't remember his first or last name. I think he's outfield or not. Same thing. Signed him to a deal, and half of it's on the back end.
Wow.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, how do they keep getting away with this, man?
Well, I think the difference is that it's less stress on the body playing baseball than it is football. So
true.
you don't have to have all your money up front and playing baseball, because baseball is the same exact thing every day.
Yeah.
Football is a little different. You're not you're literally, like they say, you're getting in a car crash every fucking day. Or
Yeah, but I mean,
you
look at
can't
Ohtani.
sustain that.
He already had 2 Tommy John
That is
surgeries.
true.
Yeah.
Can't pitch until 2025.
25. Yeah.
$680 million deferred until the second half of his contract.
Man.
I just don't see how they allow that. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So they're banking on being good now,
Yeah.
and if they're
For sure.
and they don't care about the future.
Yeah.
So after the
They're
next,
expecting to make $1 billion off of the Otani signing, and it pretty much pays itself off.
because they
Mhm.
freaking signed that pitcher Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I've been seeing
Japanese
stuff
pitcher,
about that
yeah.
too. Like, dude, they get it. Like, come on now. Like that will make
It's
up
about
for
to
the
be
2
the
years
World
that he
Baseball
can't pitch.
Classic again.
That Otani can't
Man, they're in our division too. We got to face
Yep.
them multiple times every season.
Yep. You better hope Tatis is on his A game.
We ain't gonna be too good either. After trading away
Yeah.
Soto to freaking the Yankees, which
That one hurt too.
I didn't-
Fuck the Yankees.
it sucks, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be go back to the old days where the Yankees and the Dodgers
I
were
just running
dominating,
the pool.
dominating.
You think so?
I think
Because
so.
even though the Yankees have been swinging for the fences with these signings.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything. But you think Juan Soto's the one that puts them over the edge?
He
To
had
get them back into the
his
contention?
on base percentage was really high. Like his was, his
Yeah.
was super high. So
That's true.
he gets on base, and he is a very, very like team oriented guy. So I think he'll mesh in well with
Yeah.
everyone. And he is a little bit of a liability though defensively.
He can be, yeah.
He
for
can
sure.
be in the
He can
outfield. I've seen it multiple times.
Mhm.
But granted, we're playing in sunny San Diego, and if you
Yeah.
got your glasses on, not
Yeah.
on, and the sun hits your eyes just right. But I think with their revamped starting lineup too, the Yankees, I don't think anyone. I think they're gonna run it this year.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah.
You don't have no faith in the Rangers, baby?
What? You haven't done anything this offseason.
All they did was sign extend Corey Seager.
Whoa, now. It's not
I'm
over.
gonna let Nick get into that.
It's
one.
not
Montgomery's
over.
Montgomery's gone.
I'm gonna let Nick get into that one.
Who else was gone?
Where's he going to?
He had no one's re-signing
Exactly.
him. He's a free agent.
Pump the brakes.
Y'all did
pump
lose.
The brakes.
There was
Pump
one of
the
y'all's
brakes.
starting pitchers. I can't remember. Y'all lost one of your pitchers. I can't
We
remember what his
still-
name
we
was.
still got DeGrom in the back pocket.
If he can stay healthy. Same thing with Scherzer.
Scherzer,
Mhm.
yeah.
That two-colored-eyed dude can't
That-
stay healthy.
I mean, the Rangers.
won
Rangers,
us a World
yeah,
Series.
Yeah, They have
And
a
y'all
young-
might lose Adolis Garcia because y'all
No,
don't want to pay him.
we're not gonna lose Adolis Garcia.
Y'all don't
We're
wanna
just
pay
gonna
him.
defer the contract. We're just gonna defer the contract.
He gonna go out there and swing one time.
Yeah.
My shoulder.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't play no more.
Yeah.
They have a very young team.
They
Yeah.
do.
I think
They're gonna be fine, but y'all got to secure some more. Like y'all need to close.
We
their
just
first
need to,
off.
we just need to secure pitching. We just
Yeah.
need to secure pitching. If we
Yeah.
can secure pitching, we'll be fine.
healthy pitching. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, starting
Yes.
pitching, healthy
Yes.
pitching is
Yes. Yes.
Because I did see y'all are targeting Josh Hader, which, good luck. Won't pitch more than 3 outs.
Sometimes those 3 outs is all we need. It'd be better than what we had this season.
That's true.
I'm still surprised we fucking made it there and won that bitch.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
didn't have a dedicated closer.
Nope. Used
Yeah.
like 8 different guys.
Yeah,
Bochy just coached his ass off. That's all it was.
He did. He deserves it.
That's true.
But I feel like for being the champions, I feel like y'all could have made a little bit more of a splash in free agency.
Yeah, but I think we made our splash before.
I think
true.
I think the farm system is
It's just
helping them
it's starting
bypass.
to pick up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just,
bypass
yeah,
playing
it's
those
picking up
play-
the slack, so we
playing
ain't got to.
filling those holes and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
because Evan Carter and Josh Young have been terrific for us.
They have.
yes,
yeah.
for sure.
And now we're about to get another guy coming up out of the farm system to potentially get out Leody Taveras. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
Mhm.
it.
Some fresh blood ain't never always a bad thing.
I said I always give Leody his respect, but man, we're gonna need something a little different when it comes into that playoff time because there was a lot of times where he was up and he could have actually, I won't say won the game, but could have pushed it into our favor just with a little momentum. And he have a guy on base with no outs, and then he hit into a fucking double play and just lose all momentum.
Yeah.
Shit like that hurts us. And then him not diving for balls or anything like that doesn't help either. Without having a strong arm. Now, if he had an arm like a Dolus, I'll understand you not diving for a ball. That's
Yeah.
okay. But if you don't have that strong of an arm, you should at least dive for the fucking ball.
Put your body on the line.
Might as well. Got lucky that we won it, but shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think for y'all, it was the matchup is what.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. But
Yeah.
I still think we could have beaten the Phillies as well. Don't get me wrong.
I think so.
think we could have beaten the Phillies.
But it wouldn't have been as quick as y'all beat the
Probably not.
Diamondbacks.
It probably would have went
Yeah.
to 7. It
Yeah.
probably would have went to
The
7. But I
Diamondbacks were
think
another young team, but
Yeah.
Philly was like they were ready to.
They
win
were
one, but
established.
should-
They
yeah,
were,
should've-
yeah. with Harper and everybody over there.
Yeah, they were established,
they
ready
had-
to win one. Yeah, Diamondbacks are still making their way up there.
Yeah.
So that's a
I
team to look
think
out
y'all
for.
definitely got the most favorable matchup.
Woo!
You got the shirt on too, I see.
A lot has happened since the last episode.
Yes,
man.
a lot has happened,
Yeah.
baby.
I wanna touch in the NBA. I've been seeing a lot of surprising teams at the top of the standings, especially
yeah.
in the West.
Oh yeah. Hey, congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers winning the
First
first
in-season
in-season tournament.
I don't agree with hanging up the banner.
Yes.
I was gonna ask.
I'm just gonna say that.
Especially with the history of the Lakers.
Like,
they have- yeah.
You put that one like in the lobby somewhere.
Yeah,
like in the
Don't
lobby
put
where
it-
people see
If anything, put it on the floor or something.
Hey,
like-
yeah, man. Like paint it in a corner.
Yeah,
Paint it in the
yeah,
corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put it.
And
You
how
can't
put
put
it-
that
yeah,
up
put it
there.
on
Have
the
like a little
baseline.
gallery for the
Put it on the
NCAA
baseline
tournament.
or
Man.
something.
Yeah. I'm not-
I could not believe they
Did they get
said
their rings?
no,
they
no,
have, like,
no,
a
no.
ring?
Did they get rings? I didn't think
know.
so.
I
They
No,
had like a- they
no,
had a
no.
ceremony before the game
They
started.
got it's a special trophy now. So it's a
Okay.
different trophy for the winner of the tournament and then the MVP of the tournament. So it's
Okay.
it's two different trophies now that you can put in your trophy case.
Yeah.
But again, it was a cool experience. It was a cool thing
Yeah.
to kind of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think
But-
it's a good idea. It's going to take a while for it to catch on. That's going
agree.
to be the
Yeah.
thing.
I will say the courts.
They did look cool.
That
they did
that
look cool.
was cool.
Some of
like
them were,
the-
some of them
Yeah,
were,
Yeah, yeah.
Some were bad. Like,
That Bulls one was a little
Yeah.
aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little aggressive.
Yeah, the
Pelicans
Pelicans
one
was
too.
bad. I did not like
Who's
that
the one?
one.
Didn't someone have a black court? Like it was all like, wasn't it black or something like that?
Shit, if it had to been anybody, it had to been Atlanta. That'd be the only team I
Atlanta
could think
or
of.
maybe Brooklyn Nets.
I don't know. I know
Yeah,
someone had it
maybe.
like dark, like dark
Yeah. It was
floor, and it
superb.
was hard to watch. Like
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did like the idea. I like the concept. It is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't hang the band.
I just thought it was kind of like weird how they did the draw. They just said, "Oh, we did a random drawing," but we didn't see it.
Yeah,
I think that-
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they should show
Sus.
us that
That
because
was
that
sus.
gets me like, yeah,
Like you do
that
the
was
fucking
missing.
lottery thing
Yeah.
you used to do with the little turn
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
why
That would have
couldn't-
been
why-
perfect for the inaugural season tournament.
You know, it had to be the Lakers.
yes.
It had to
kinda
be.
had to be the Lakers.
It
Yeah,
had to be.
LeBron's
Yeah.
on the team.
Yeah. Which the Lakers are.
LeBron just has to keep
Trash
making
right now.
history just so he can be the official GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I've seen a couple teams at the top. You've seen surprise teams, Minnesota,
Yeah, Minnesota's
and,
a big surprise.
OKC.
Dude, that one
That one
surprised me
has
the
me
most.
thinking: is tanking the answer?
It can be as long as you hit on those picks.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as the picks pan out, it can work.
Or
Yeah.
you can flip those picks though too, because they did flip those picks for
That
like
is true.
for
That is
Shea
true. There were a
Gilgeous and all
couple. There
them.
were a couple of picks they did flip for a
So
couple
tanking
players to build.
might be a thing that a lot of teams are
Gonna start doing.
Well,
doing.
the Pistons are right.
Yeah.
They're
They've
doing
been-
real
they've been
good.
tanking.
They've been taking.
They're real
That's when
good.
taking doesn't work.
They've been taking since the
But
2000s.
That pick, Cade Cunningham, he has been phenomenal.
He's
for
been
them.
Yeah,
great.
he's been playing his ass
So
off. For
they
them.
didn't mess up the pick. They just the
Came
rest
build
of the
around
team.
him.
Yeah, the rest of the team is
Like
ugh.
it's bad, man. I've never
Yeah.
seen a team that bad play at a professional level in any sport. They're just
Yeah.
so terrible.
Yes.
You could bring up a college team, and they would
the
probably
number one team in college.
they
probably
would
beat them.
destroy the Pistons.
Yeah,
So
I can believe it.
yeah, and it's like the big thing with their coach and all that. They
Yeah.
paid him a lot of money, and it's like you can't get rid of him now because he's just his first year. You can't get rid of him already.
mean,
He's
but-
gonna be chilling at home.
Yeah.
You get money if you fire him.
Just watch a Pistons game one time. Watch some of the highlights, and you'll get a laugh
Yeah.
out of like
I will
70% of the plays.
I will say a big thing about the Pistons that nobody's talking about. They've been good against the spread. So all their games, they always
Yes,
cover.
they do.
always
Really?
say
They
they
do,
cover.
yeah,
They have been
yep.
covered in a lot of their games.
that
They have,
nigga Kane out there shaving points.
Yeah.
Hey.
They've been covered a lot.
Like nigga, well, if I'm gonna be this bad, I'm gonna make me my money.
Hey.
Yeah.
They have been. I did see that.
Yeah.
That if you're gonna bet on the Pistons. Cause,
Bet on the Pistons to at
That's
least cover.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep, because they will.
That's crazy.
That is a crazy thing to think
But
about.
I think back to Minnesota. I think they're tied for first right now.
with the Jazz or not Jazz, the Nuggets.
Yeah,
they're a half a game up on the Thunder.
There it is. They're half a game
Oh.
up.
Half a game up on the Thunder.
Because when I checked yesterday, they were number one.
Wow.
Yeah, they're still number one right now, Timberwolves.
Wow. Okay. Go T
So,
Wolves.
I remember a lot of people were
Edwards-
skeptical. About
Edwards is
the
going
Rudy,
crazy.
Yeah.
Then. It has
Edwards
to
is
be
going
Ant.
crazy.
It has to be
And
Ant.
Anthony Towns is finally taking that step forward.
He is.
Really?
he is.
Finally.
Yeah.
To like being, yeah.
He's been playing super physical.
Yeah.
Really?
Like he was
yeah.
he couldn't be the number one guy. So now Anthony Edwards is.
Yeah.
And I think he fits perfect in the
Second guy role.
Yeah, the second being the second
But he's
guy.
been playing really, really well.
Really
He's been showing like he's a team player
Yeah.
now, which
Wow.
it sucks that it took this long.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's putting his body on the line, diving
Good.
for loose
As
balls.
he
He's-
should have been
he's-
doing in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really, really
Took too long.
Yeah. So that yeah. it's been a big surprise when it comes
Mavericks.
to NBA.
Mavericks been surprising. Mavericks have been
Yeah.
surprising.
Started
They're
off
middle
hot.
of the
it-
pack.
Started
it-
off hot.
It was the Kyrie injury that made us stumble.
Yeah, started off
Yeah.
hot.
If
and then
it weren't for the Kyrie injury, I think we still would have been fine.
Yeah.
But I think the Kyrie
Yeah,
injury
but-
kind of made us stumble a little
Because
bit.
didn't he just score like 50-something points for
Lu-
y'all?
He had
Luka.
44 and like 13.
No, it was
Are you talking about
Are you
Kyrie?
talking about Kyrie?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Kyrie.
had 44
Yeah,
and
that
13
was
against
like-
the,
yeah.
Was it Timberwolves?
I think
He
it
just-
was.
It was like recent, like a couple days
yeah,
ago.
it was like I wasn't too long ago.
He scored the highest points he's ever scored as a Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like Kyrie.
Yeah.
Hey, I always wanted the Kyrie signing. I was not upset with the
Yeah.
Kyrie signing. If we didn't re-sign Jalen Brunson, Kyrie was the next best option that was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Kyrie pickup.
Yeah.
I just think defensively, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to handle some of
We
those.
don't need to when we
some of
shoot.
those- some
when
of
we-
those-
Well, I
when
think
we
with
shoot the way we
the,
do.
I think with the rookie, what's his name, the center,
Lively.
Lively, that's been very huge. So him not being there,
him stepping up.
yeah,
has
him not
been
being
a
injured
good,
is actually huge. So I think he's been-
great
yeah.
help. Great
Yeah.
help for Luka, and he actually has a little bit of a chemistry with Luka already.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
So he's actually been playing very well.
that's
Now
what
we
the-
don't
yeah.
have to rely on fucking Powell to do anything.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Soft.
Oh, God,
The
that dude right
softest
there.
center I've
Oh
ever seen in
my
my life.
God.
Yeah.
Softer than Dwight Howard in the.
Yeah. Literally. So
Oh man.
I mean, shoot, even the Pelicans weren't playing bad there for a bit.
yeah, they've been decent. They've been hovering around about the 7th, 8th seed. They've been all right.
Who
What's his name?
else?
He needs to lose some weight.
Zion.
He-
Leave
Yeah.
my nigga alone.
Dude, you
That's
know
what
it
I
Leave
mean.
my
too.
nigga alone.
You know it.
Them
Yeah.
beignets are good.
Yeah.
I guess
That gumbo is
That
good.
ain't no joke.
That etouffee is
That
good.
boy went on a
Ain't no
diet for
joke.
half a season. Came
He need to
back.
go on that Luca diet.
He needs something, man, because you could tell sometimes him running down the court. I'm like, damn, he looks out of shape.
Yeah.
Looking
But
like
don't let
Glenn,
that nigga dunk on you.
looking like Big Baby
Get a-
Davis out there running up and down the
Get
court.
a face full of meat. Don't let that nigga dunk on
I
you.
will say though about him, I don't think he's gonna be like everyone predicted him to be the next LeBron. I don't see it.
You know?
He got to
No.
stay in the game. I think he has the capability of doing
think he
it,
has a-
but
yeah.
it's
I think
think
it's
the
too
way-
late.
You
He
think it's too
needed
late?
to come out hot. He needed
You
to.
think so?
I think so. Because LeBron came in and he immediately was a factor.
took him to the finals several
So
times.
I don't think you could put him in that conversation yet. I will
Yeah.
say
I think you're right. I think you're right.
he's good. He might get a championship or two, but you're not going to put him on that level.
No.
Mhm.
And if he does get a championship, it's not going to be until late in the season, late in his career.
Yes, after he matures,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he stopped messing with porn stars.
getting him pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Anthony Edwards. Never mind. That was
Yeah.
That's all of them.
What's up with these
That's
dudes?
all of
What's up
them.
with these dudes?
Mellow Ball do the
Uh,
same
Yeah.
thing.
What's up?
That's
Uh,
all of
you know
them.
what?
These young cat.
Yeah.
I expect it from the Mellow Ball. I expect it because you see his family. You know they messed up. I expect
Yeah.
it from him. Ah man. What about Webb and Yama? What y'all feel? What y'all feeling?
Oh, that's a good.
He's actually a lot better than I was expecting. But I kind of had a little bit of high hopes for him just because of Luca. Luca kind of set the standard for me, so it kind of showed like, okay, like Buddy could be nice. Now, them putting him on the LeBron pedestal as well does not. It is
They've been
not
saying
the
that?
same.
Yeah.
Bro,
I haven't-
his
I guess. I mean, I haven't heard it, but
everything.
it makes
They have
sense.
more hype on Webb and Yama than LeBron.
100%.
Yeah.
They're saying that Webb and
Crazy.
Yama was the best prospect that they
Ever.
had ever seen.
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah. Which could be a very loose term
Yes.
with a lot of people coming in now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's gonna have to work on the jump shot, the
Yeah.
3-point shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't really shot good from catch and shoot. So, but
I think he
mean,
just needs to
And
get
I mean,
comfortable.
yeah,
Yeah,
you have
I
to
think
be
so,
comfortable.
too.
And I think you got to build that with your team as well. I don't think you can
Yeah,
just
because that team is not very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Greg Popovich probably needs to go.
Yeah, Tim Duncan gonna take over?
I don't think he's not even on the coaching staff no more.
No.
He's not even on there. But it's just like, if they want him to do something now, Popovich is probably gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Which
They need to-
it sucks. I think I mean out of respect, you gotta let him decide what he wants to do.
Yeah,
I
can
think
understand that.
Popovich would probably still like how he like a Nick Saban role. I think he'll stay a
Yeah.
part of the Spurs, but he'll relinquish the head coaching duties.
Mhm. Yeah,
He can
I
have
understand.
Darvin Ham. The Lakers, man.
Yeah.
They don't get me started on the Lakers,
I know
man.
they
Don't
do
get
this
me-
every year though. It's like
Dude.
y'all do this every year. They say they're gonna win the
Yeah.
West, but then with
No,
the
we're
players
not.
they have,
We're not. We're
well, I'm
not.
saying they said at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
But then they need a trade. It's like, dude, y'all can't do this.
This year they're like, oh yeah, we got the point guard from Miami. Like we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good. We got a good.
Now they need another trade.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about picking up Dejounte Murray from the
So
Hawks,
pretty much trading out Russell.
Yeah.
which
Russell
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
he got to go. Russell,
Yeah.
he's got to go, man.
Yeah.
And I like Austin Reeves, but defensively, he ain't quick enough.
Liability.
He ain't quick
Yeah.
enough.
He
He'll get
gets-
you some points.
He gets hunted in screens.
Dude,
and
they
getting
literally
pick and
they will
rolls.
target him specifically
pick and
because they
rolls.
know he
Can't
can't
fight through a
he
screen.
can't fight through it. He's too
Yeah.
little. But boy, when he balls out, he balls
Yeah,
out.
on offense, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and then AD and LeBron, they can't stay healthy together. It's just
Yeah.
and
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Anthony Davis talking about he wanted to go his first full season healthy.
That was
Look
last year
at
too.
him.
Yeah, he played. Yeah,
He said
I was
said
going to miss more than 4. Was it 4 games or something like that?
yeah, and then
That's
here
what he said.
last
yeah,
year.
yeah, he said I'm not gonna miss. I'm gonna miss the least amount of games basically or something like that. Like, I'm gonna play the whole season or I want to play.
Yeah.
And look, he already
How
already
many
messed
games
that
does
up.
he
Yeah.
Shit, man, he probably missed like 8.
miss?
He already doubled what he wanted
Double
to.
down,
Yeah.
baby.
I mean, he did good in the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
But after the tournament, dude,
No.
no,
Yeah.
nobody's
Lost
been
it.
doing anything.
Lost it.
Yeah.
That's
It's been
funny.
it's been a rough.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been a rough season.
Big fans of the LA teams, man. It's been rough. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a Rams fan, yeah, but
Yeah. If you're a Dodgers fan, you're happy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Y'all got too
Dodgers.
many fucking teams out there, man.
Y'all
There
do so
is a
many-
lot of
God.
teams.
There's so many teams
Golly.
in California. Oh my
And y'all
God.
have some of the worst fan bases out there. It's so fucking weird. Like you have like crazy how many diehard Dodger fans there are,
Mhm.
but the San Francisco Giants, I mean, you scarcely see any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they always they switch sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, bandwagon.
There's-
Just
there's no
They're definitely
loyalty.
gonna jump on the bandwagon
Yeah.
now for the
Hell
Dodgers,
yeah.
I
definitely.
ain't. Fuck the Dodgers.
yeah,
I ain't.
I forgot Padres out there too.
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah.
And they got
Oh,
San Francisco.
We gotta touch on Golden State. That's
Oh
another team
yeah,
real
the
quick,
Golden
man.
State stuff.
Talking
Yeah.
about,
That is not looking
yeah.
too hot.
No,
Mr.
it is not.
Draymond, I'm gonna punch somebody
Draymond.
else green.
Yep, they let the situation get too out of hand.
Yeah.
It's way too out of hand.
But the thing is,
babied him.
they let him come back already, right?
yeah, which
yeah.
made no sense. He only missed like 10 games.
12. He missed
10
12
to-
games.
Yeah, 12 games.
12 games,
So-
and it wasn't even like a suspension.
Yeah.
It wasn't a suspension. It was just it wasn't an indefinite suspension, right? But they didn't
Yeah.
set a definite term on how long
Yeah,
he needed to be
They,
out.
they just said indefinitely now, but they never put a limit
Yeah.
on it.
yeah, which I felt was kind of stupid. Like
Yeah.
I feel like people needed to see that he was getting significantly punished for
yeah,
what he
for
did.
what he's been doing.
At
yeah.
least I thought it was gonna be at least 15 to 20 games.
Yeah.
I did
mean,
too.
for as
At
much
least
as you-
out
As much
past
as you
the
gave
All-Star
John
break.
Morant,
Yeah.
it should have been just as long.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't
he's not. It's not a good look for the NBA anymore.
No.
With
It's
him
not.
doing what he's doing.
No.
yeah.
Like the Rudy Gobert thing was funny. Was that who he put
Yeah,
in the
well,
headlock?
yeah, that's what he put in the headline.
Okay, so it was funny at some point, but then you can
to hit, punch people,
Yeah,
punch people.
yeah.
You
open
punch
Again?
hands and stuff.
Again?
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't know,
Again.
how do you keep doing that?
Yeah.
I don't
You're
understand
not
that.
Ron Artest.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
So
And I understand trying to be the big
Enforcer,
guy,
enforcer,
the
yeah.
enforcer on the squad. I
there's not a lot.
I
Yeah,
get that. I
yeah,
get that.
Yeah.
But it comes to a certain point where you're no longer being an enforcer. You're being a bully.
Yeah.
As Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look where he's at now.
Look where he's at now. I don't think his career is ever going to be the same.
No, he's not.
No,
No,
not at all.
no.
Because he got shipped off to Washington and
Yep.
they're not good. It's just I
Nope.
don't think that.
Have you seen some of his antics during the games though, Jordan
Yeah,
Poole?
he has been a bit of a diva as well.
I think
And
he's
I
trying
think
to get out of there.
yeah.
I think he's trying to get out of there.
He is.
Like I've seen some of the stuff, and I was like, man, he wouldn't not pull that on the Warriors
No.
at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
But
But I-
Golden State, man, Klay Thompson's been hot garbage,
Yes, he's been
Yeah.
bad.
and even he was
Can't-
like, pull me out, don't put me in the starting
Yeah.
rotation.
Yeah.
And
It has not been looking good for the Warriors. I mean,
Shit.
I think this season's still up for grabs. I don't see any one team that's like completely
As of right
dominating.
now,
I mean, other than
yeah, the East, but the
oth-
East is
yeah.
usually always the same teams at
Yeah,
the
because
top.
right now you got
Yeah.
the Celtics.
Celtics, Bucks.
Yeah.
Bucks have been kind of
Bucks have
iffy
been-
too.
yeah,
they're hit or
defensive-wise,
miss, yeah.
yeah,
defensive-wise.
their
They've been
defense have
kinda
been doing
iffy.
very well.
Dame is not
Dame
known
is
for his
not-
defensive presence.
No.
So them losing Drew Holiday is actually
Yeah, hurting them.
It is.
actually hurting their defense, which was
Yeah.
obvious.
You knew
So-
it was going to happen.
And-
And I don't think Giannis can pick up that much. I mean, his range can only
he's
stretch
like-
so far.
Do you think he had any pull in getting his brothers on the team?
Yeah, 1,000%.
sure.
Like Thanasis or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you see what he did? What was it the other night? He got a tech for flopping. It was
His
like
brother did?
yeah, Thanasis
Wow.
or whatever his name is. He got a tech for
flop-
flopping bad,
Yeah,
and
wow.
it was
Good.
bad.
Hey, I'll take it. I love the technicals for the flops. Fuck that. Get that out of
Yeah,
the league.
something that needs
That-
to be
yes.
implemented more.
My thing is,
Yes.
does he deserve to be on the Bucks team?
Probably not, but when you have as much pull as Giannis does, I mean, what can you do? I mean,
Yeah, because remember Giannis was thinking about leaving. So imagine if his
Yeah.
brother.
He was.
That probably could have been
a reason
thing that
why he
kept him
stayed.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe him being there is actually keeping him around, and obviously them.
And
getting
he's still
Dame.
playing good. Don't get me wrong. He's still playing at a high caliber, but
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you can only do so much. So
Yeah, and it's yeah. I
Been
think
doing
that
it
they
for
hit the nail on the head. Everything
Yeah.
we caught up.
what else you got?
Yeah.
No, that was
Anything
it.
Can't think of
Unless you
nothing
want
else.
to talk about your MVP pick.
Oh yeah.
We'll save that for another time.
You want to at least see the
We'll
first.
save that
Huh?
for
game
yeah,
of the
yeah.
playoffs.
Let me see the games first. Let me see the
You gotta see the game
first,
Yeah,
because
you don't want to prematurely
yeah,
pick
I don't
that,
want
make
to
that pick.
blow my load too quick.
Yeah. I'll just say that if there was a year that a quarterback wasn't to win it, it would have been this year.
Yeah.
Based off, there wasn't
Yeah.
an outright favorite of
No,
the quarterback
no.
to win it this year until now.
Yeah,
Obviously, Lamar
Yeah.
winning the huge games that he
yeah,
needs to win. But
makes
yeah,
sense to get the #1 seed and become
Yeah.
the #1 overall.
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get into that too another time. We'll
Yeah,
get into that.
we got y'all next time. We got y'all
Well, thank you guys for rocking with us again. We appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, and go down in the comments and tell us y'all's MVP candidates who you think would probably be the favorites to win. And let us know what you did in your fantasy leagues, because we'll be talking about that
Oh,
as
yeah,
well coming up
especially-
soon.
yeah.
So, yeah, guys, please and thank you. We love y'all. Keep rocking with us.
Yes, for
We'll
sure.
talk to y'all next time.